Hello class 11. So in your previous class we have discussed about the syllabus for class 11, and there we saw that you have 5 prose, 5 poetry and a rapid reader, and 30 marks is allotted for your language, where you have some textual grammar, writing section, okay, where you learn about newspaper advertisement, commercial leaflet, which we shall do in detail later on, and a project of 20 marks. So today we shall begin with the first prose piece in your syllabus, that is R.K. Narayan's Leela's Friend. So before we begin, let's just know a little bit about the writer R.K. Narayan. Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swamy, that is the full name of R.K. Narayan, was born in 1906 and he passed away in the year 2001. R.K. Narayan is one of the most widely read Indian writers in English. That is, he is an Indian writer, but he writes in English. His famous works include Swamy and Friends, which was published in 1935. Then you have The English Teacher, which came out in 1945. The Guide, which was published in 1958, and this guide has been made into a Bollywood movie too. Apart from novels, Narayan displayed versatility as an author in his essays, short stories, memoirs, and travel books. Now this short story that you have in your syllabus, the first prose piece, that is Leela's Friend, is taken from R.K. Narayan's popular short story collection, The Malgudi Days. Now let me tell you an interesting fact about Malgudi. Now this Malgudi is a fictional town located in South India, and this fictional town is to be found in most of R.K. Narayan's novels and short stories. And this fictional town of Malgudi is located in the banks of the fictional river again. Okay? And the name of that fictional river is Sarayu. Now, though this town is fictional, it has been so beautifully and vividly described by R.K. Narayan in most of his stories and novels that many of the readers take this town of Malgudi to be a real town. And there are many instances where the readers have gone in search of this town. Readers, enthusiastic readers, say, यो मालगुडी टाउन खोज्दै खोज्दै पनि कति पुगेका छन् अरे है र most of them think that this Malgudi town is somewhere between Mysore and Madras, र धेरै enthusiastic readers गएर यो मालगुडी चाहिँ कहाँ रहेछ भनेर खोज्ने प्रयास चाहिँ गरेका छन्. But of course this Malgudi is a fictional town. And very recently the Indian Railways have named a particular station, Arasalu railway station in Shivamoga district in South India, as Malgudi station. So those were some interesting facts about the little town of Malgudi created by R.K. Narayan. Of course that's not in your syllabus, but I just wanted you all to know some fun facts about Malgudi. Alright, and who knows, I might ask this very question in the quiz competition which we may have next year when we get together. Alright, so let's come back to our lesson, Leela's Friend. So this story, Leela's Friend, explores the issues of the interaction between different social classes, friendship and trust, prejudice and exploitation. So we can say that through the story, Leela's friend, R.K. Narayan exposes the class distinction between the rich and the poor in the society, and he talks about what true friendship must be. All right, and he also discusses about the prejudices we have in the society, the preconceived notions that we carry. Okay, that the servants are usually thieves. Okay, the poor, we look down upon the poor. Okay, these are the prejudices that we carry in our society. So these are, we can say, the themes that R.K. Narayan discusses through his story Leela's Friend. So I hope you all have your books in front of you. So let's begin. Leela's Friend, R.K. Narayan. So look at the title of the story. It is Leela's Friend. Okay, so if you look at the title, there you see an apostrophe S, Leela's, and this denotes possession. Leela's friend. Whose friend is it? It is Leela's friend. So we are going to learn about Leela's friend, Leela ko sathi. So we already get to know two characters through the title itself, Leela and her friend. So let's see who is Leela and her friend. Siddha was hanging about the gate at a moment when Mr. Shiv Shankar was standing in the front veranda of his house, brooding over the servant problem. So the story begins with the protagonist, Siddha, one of the main characters in the story, Siddha, and he's just hanging about. Hanging about means he was just walking about aimlessly. त्यसै घुमिरहेको थियो. About the gate of Mr. Shiv Shankar. Shiv Shankar को घरको अगाडि उ घुमिरहेको थियो. And what was Mr. Shiv Shankar doing? He was standing in the front veranda of his house. उसको घरको अगाडिपट्टिको verandaमा उभिरहेको थियो, and he was brooding over the servant problem. That is, he was thinking deeply about the servant problem. So maybe he needed a servant for his household, right? And the servant is always a problem, isn't it? All right, it's hard to get a servant for the household. Sir, do you want a servant? Siddha asked. Come in, said Mr. Shiv Shankar. As Siddha opened the gate and came in, Mr. Shiv Shankar subjected him to a scrutiny and said to himself, doesn't seem to be a bad sort. At any rate, the fellow looks tidy. र जस्तो सिद्धा शिव शंकरको गेट भित्र पस्यो, शिव शंकरले सिद्धाको एकदम क्लोज एक्जामिनेसन, that is to scrutinize, scrutiny गरे एकदम. Okay, closely examined सिद्धा. र यसो हेर्दाखेरि he doesn't seem a bad sort. Okay, this fellow looks okay. This man looks okay भनेर उले सोच्यो. So this is what was going on in Shiv Shankar's head while he called Siddha into his house. Alright? So he just thought, उले सोच्यो, यसो यो केटालाई हेर्दा त ठिकै छ, tidy नै देख्छ. So if he is tidy, he might do the work well भन्ने उले सोच्यो. Where were you before? He asked. Siddha said, in a bungalow there, indicated a vague somewhere. In the doctor's house. What is his name? I don't know, master, said Siddha. He lives near the market. Why did they send you away? They left the town, master, said Siddha, giving the stock reply. र शिव शंकरले सिद्धलाई राम्ररी एक्जामिन गरिसकेर उले सोधेछ, तिमी कहाँ काम गर्थ्यौ पहिला भनेर है. र सिद्धले एउटा भेगली इन्डिकेट गर्नु भनेको चाहिँ इन्डिकेट गर्नु भनेको देखाउनु एन्ड भेग इज नट भेरी क्लियर अलराइट पिन पोइन्ट गरेन उसले यो जग्गामा भनेर तोकेन है उसले कहाँ कतातिर उसले देखायो र उयो परको बङ्गलोमा भनेर उसले भन्यो in the doctor's house भने so we come to know that he used to work in a doctor's house उसको पहिलाको एम्प्लोयर चाहिँ एउटा डक्टर थियो रहेछ र शिवशङ्करले सोधेछ उसको नाम चाहिँ डक्टरको नाम चाहिँ के थियो त भन्दाखेरि र सिद्धाले भनेछ मास्टर मलाई त थाहा भएन हौ तर बजारको छेउमा मार्केटको छेउमा उनी बस्थे भनेर भनेछ अन्त के कारणले चाहिँ तिमीलाई उसो भए घरबाट निकालिदियो त है वाइ आर यु अनएम्प्लोइड नाउ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ सिद्धाले एउटा स्टक रिप्लाई एकदम कमन युजुअल आन्सर दिएछ ए मेरो पहिलाको मास्टरहरूले यो टाउन छोडेर गयो त्यही कारण आई एम अनएम्प्लोइड भनेर उसले भनेछ मिस्टर शिवशङ्कर वाज अनएबल टु मेक अप हिज माइन्ड ही कल्ड हिज वाइफ सो मिस्टर शिवशङ्करले स्क्रुटिनाइज गर्यो है एक्जामिन गर्यो सिद्धालाई ठिकठाकै लाग्यो फेरि उसलाई एक दुईवटा क्वेसन्सहरू सोध्यो त्यसको पनि ठिकठाक जवाब दियो सो हि कुन मेक अप हिज माइन्ड भन्नुको मतलब ऊ कुनै निष्कर्षमै आउनु सकेन वेदर सिद्धालाई काममा राख्नु या नराख्नु वेदर टु टेक सिद्धा एज द सर्भेन्ट फर हिज हाउस होल्ड अर नट ओके हि वाज अनडिसाइडेड हि कुडन्ट डिसाइड फर हिमसेल्फ So like in most of the households, it's a common household संसारको कुनै कुनामा पनि प्राय यही हुन्छ okay when the husband cannot come to a conclusion he always calls his wife and here too Mr. Shivshankar he cannot make up his mind he cannot come to a conclusion he cannot decide and to the rescue whom does he calls his wife to make the decision all right. So class 11, we shall stop our story here for today and shall continue with Leela's friend in our next class. So till then, I would like you all to do the assignment that I have attached with this video. Alright? So please do the assignment and submit it in PDF as soon as possible. So see you all in the next class. Till then, take care and goodbye.